Well, hello. Actually, semi on time this time. Yeah, our service wasn't that great, so I missed craft roulette, and then I missed submitting my card because we were trying to get packed for Nashville, which was a lot of fun. Um, it's very more involved than what I thought it was going to be, but not in a bad way at all. So I'm really excited for August for Craft Roulette Live. All right. So now I got to go back and rewatch now that we're home. My daughter was in a excuse me. She was in a car accident Friday night. So we ended up cutting. I missed one day of the retreat just because I wouldn't have been able to concentrate on classes because of her accident. So and it ended up totaling her car. She's okay. She's totally okay, but it just it's very scary when you're not at home. So but thankfully, Erin was so nice, and she ended up giving me the last packet for the class. Yeah, no, she's okay. She's pretty words, Tara. She's still pretty shaken up. Her car's pretty much totaled, but she is okay. Thankfully, she was wearing her seatbelt, and the airbags did what they were supposed to do. So she is a-okay. Thank goodness. Just making sure I have all my little pouches here. Oh gosh, I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. The weather in Tennessee was a lot nicer than what it is in Ohio. It's actually colder here, so trying to readjust to our weather, our lovely Ohio weather. But the craft retreat was a lot of fun. This was the first in-person event that I've done in quite a long time. I got to meet a lot of different people. Oh yeah, the allergies are like ridiculous now. And there it was so hot and humid to come back to it being windy and kind of cold. It's just got my stuff all over the place. So I'm sure I do sound stuffy. But I got to hang out with Amanda from Pear Blossom Press and her daughter is adorable. And I just got to meet a lot of different people and take a lot of fun classes. So I will go through. So we don't know what we're getting until we get there. Like we registered Wednesday. I don't know what this flickering is. Let me try to turn this other light off because that flickering is driving me nuts. There we go. Guess it's gone now. So registration was Wednesday night. And then they had a bachelorette themed pajama party that night, which was a lot of fun. We played I think Bunko. Yes, a surprise set of classes is actually really cool. Like I was not expecting some of the classes that we had, which was a lot of fun. So for the first day, I didn't finish all my projects. Sometimes I just need to be in my own space to finish things. So let me go through and find my first class here. Here it is. So the first class was from the Greetery. Every class came in these zippered pouches, and they're all color coded. And it's so nice because to keep everything in like one pouch is so helpful. So the first class, like I said, was the Greetery, and a lot of stuff hasn't been released or just got released. So it's really nice to work with like those newer products. So what we got for the first class pull this out. And Erin was great. Everything was die cut for us. Like I tried to save some things to show you guys when I, obviously when I got home. Everything had instructions. All of our card bases were cut. Let me see. I'm still pulling stuff out of this bag. So yeah, a lot of everything was die cut for us already. We didn't have to die cut anything. Keep that bag over here so that I can keep things in order here. So the first two things we did get a swag bag, which I'll show the swag bag here and as soon as I'm done showing like the class stuff. And of course I did pick some things up because you can't go and not buy things. So Erin had gifted us two of her brushes. And hers is My Pretty Things. That's her company, which we need to get her on Craft Roulette. I think she would do well to be either a sponsor or a guest. So we got from the greetery, making sure I'm not missing pieces. There we go. I'm sorry if you guys can hear the background noise. I do have the door open. The shed got a little hot. So we got from the new release that they just came out with. This is the Hey Honeycomb Seahorse. Now I did, let's see. So we did this project here. So we just used a card sleeve and made a shaker top. But the cool thing is so we got the base. These pieces here work with this guy here. So yeah, swag bags are always fun. I am all about a good swag bag. So what you do is you have your seahorse, but then you open it and then they can there's a little star here that's got sticky on it. So it says peel, open, and stick. You slide this over and the little ball stays up. And I thought this was freaking adorable. And we also did get the stamp set that goes along with it. So it gives you the instructions on where to stamp everything, put your stamps. So I thought this was a fun birthday project. I thought that was adorable. Like you don't have to do it. Like you leave it closed until they get it. And then it tells them what to do. And then you have your little puffball. Yes, I feel like this would be a great project for Craft Roulette. So we got, like I said, the dies, the stamps, and then we got an embellishment mix from Erin, along with all the little, like, I can't remember what these little things are called. My brain just doesn't brain. It's been braining too much this week, so my words aren't just they're all over the place. So we got some of the extras of these so we can make more cards when we got home. And I'm trying to see. Let me see what's in this one. Okay, so this was another project. I'm going to move this out of the way. So we did some ink blending. I didn't glue all my stuff down because this is something I wanted to finish when I got home. Don't judge my seahorse. It looks like it has been beat to snot in the ocean. But I wanted to show you. So this was that round piece here. And then this is the piece that goes on top of it where you could put your sentiment. Because if not, you're seeing this piece of it. And we want it to be pretty. So you just, you're able to adhere that down there. And then that's what you use to, open your card. So some of these projects I'm going to finish. I might do a live and just finish all the projects that I didn't finish while I was there. Sometimes I have to sit and watch and see how it's going to come together before I can actually put it together. But all this stuff was already die cut out for us. All the bags came with their own little envelopes. Like here's another one. And then, all the pieces here. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, look, I smushed this piece. I was in a hurry to pack because my daughter had freaked me out. So we have all the pieces. And like I said, she had everything die cut for us. So we did not have to die cut a thing, which was great. So that was the very first class that we did. And then the second class I hope I put these in order. Was not this one. Not this one. I think okay. Yes, it was. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna knock stuff over because I can't see. Okay, so this was the second class. Now she did, which I have my instructions in a different bag. So she made this awesome like collage. We got all this paper in this class so it's a full paper pack that we got. So we got the paper pack, we've got some laser cut die cuts, and then we got some little oh my god, and we're just going to say embellishments. Oh, here it is. I do have the instructions in here. So this is let's see, what did she call it? Oh, pop-up Cirque Carousel mini album. So it wasn't just cards that we did. We did a mini album. We did some gel printing. So this is what we were supposed to be making. Now this one I did have to sit and watch how she did it because for me it didn't compute in my brain for the instructions. But once I seen how easy it was, like I can't wait to make. And I'm probably going to do my own separate oh my gosh, a separate live on how to do this. But yeah, we got all these pre-cut die cuts, embellishments, what ephemera. Oh my gosh. See, green, not working. All these are double-sided. So you have sentiments on one side. And it's all like circus theme, which is really cool. I think these are the same ones. Yes, these are the same ones. So you got 2 of each sheet. And like she did a really cool thing where she just she scored along the balloons and then took her X-Acto knife and cut around them. So the balloons actually popped up and then had one of these characters in the back, behind it. So yeah, I got 2 of those. I mean, the papers are gorgeous. And there's the clown one. Let's see if how I can do this. But it was a lot of fun. I learned a couple different things. Like I typically don't do the like the albums and stuff, but I think I might start doing those. And then we got some ones that are just so it was a lot of fun. It was nice to be able to take different classes, but not knowing what the classes were was a lot of fun too. It was because every day was a new surprise because you didn't even get your kit until the time of the class. So you had no idea what kit you were getting or what class you were doing. So there's a lot of paper that came in this pack. Like I said, this is all circus theme, but you can easily cut these down for A2 cards. I think that's the last. Is that the last? Yeah. And then you could even use the front of the paper to fussy cut out some of these images. So that was the second class that day. And this was a longer class because there was more, pieces and stuff that went along with it, which was fine because I was able to learn quite a bit. So yeah, that was the pop-up Cirque Carousel mini album. I think the reason why I don't do albums anymore is because my kids are so much older now and they're just kind of not into it, but I can totally see me doing it to put my cards in. So the third class, now this was day 2. Not this one. This was the last class. We did gel printing, which we got our own little gel plate or gel press, which I have. I think I have a 6x6 and then like the 9x12, I believe. But I want to show you some of the prints that we made. And then I will link her channel. Oh my gosh. Her channel down below too after the live. So we did some gel printing. I would have never thought to use wax paper or whatever, parchment paper, to pick up my excess paint off of my gel plate. Would have never thought to use that. So, and we used real foliage for our prints. I'm going to save my favorite one for last. So here is a print that we made. And we did, I mean, this class was a couple hours long, but you got to make so many images. It was a lot of fun. So there's one with a stencil. This one also had a stencil, but it's really hard to see because I probably shouldn't have used yellow paint. And then this one I used another stencil with that doily, and it almost looks like yeah, like it was already in my kit, so I didn't have to bring anything extra like that. But you can see like the little doily picked up, and I didn't see this till afterwards, but it looks like a bandana. So here's one. I think these last ones are with the ferns. Oh no, okay. So this was the I think negative print for that stencil. And then this is the fern. Another fern. And this was my favorite one that I did. And I can't remember what the leaf was for this one, but and I don't even know if it's going to pick up. Like it almost looks like neon. So yeah, that class was a lot of fun. Oh, it's to me, it's so great to see people who have never used a gel press or have never played with any kind of mediums like this to get that like aha moment. Thank you. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Like I have extra paint so I can make some more of those. And then the next class was from Pretty Pink Posh. And again, she had everything die cut out for us in these awesome little bags that were in our kits. And they're all, like I said, they're all color coded. So for Pretty Pink Posh, we got, let me get this bag out of the way. We got a layering stencil. We got the cocktail shaker die. And then we have the, oh my gosh, what is this one called? Happy Summer stamp set. And then we got another embellishment mix from Erin. So all of our pieces were die cut. Like I said, everything was already ready for us. I'm trying to see which one that I did. And of course, you got, when there's a lot of different people there, you have a lot of talking. So we all talk to each other. Oh, that's the summer one. In front of the sun, I believe. Oh, I must have left my card in a different bag. That's okay. Okay, well, here's one of the images from the stencil. So it's a 3-piece layering stencil. And it was a lot of fun to put together. So I think that's what I'm going to do in a different live, is do make the cards that I did not make during classes. So that way you guys can see and we can kind of follow along with the directions. But it was a really great retreat. Like I really had a lot of fun. Every night was themed. I think one night was rhinestones, fringe, and something else. And then you had your boots and your retreat t-shirts and stuff that you could wear. Trying to make sure there's no other prints in here that I did. No, these are just my rub-offs. Okay, let's get this one out of the way. So the next one. Now, 2 of these I weren't able to do because, like I said, because of her accident, we did leave early. So, but I do have the products for those. So one, of course, was with Amanda. Well, we used Amanda's lights. I will be using Amanda's lights. Now, this one was from Spellbinders. So we got, and this was the ones I was not able to do because we had to leave a day early. So we got this full die set, and this is I guess I could just flip it over and see, Whimsical Houses. which I thought were pretty cool. Now, when they showed us the sample, the little lights in the windows lit up with Amanda's lights. So we got the twinkle lights with that. And then we got this embossing folder from Spellbinders. And this is Whimsical Skies. But they kind of almost look like waves too. So, like I said, everything was pre-done. Not pre-done, but pre-cut for us. So that was really nice. And then these are the projects that we were going to be making. So here is the little cat. And I did order those separately. And then this one was made with a tag in just one of the houses. So yeah, everything came with their own instructions. It was really, really well put together. I really enjoyed myself. And then the last class was with for Catherine Pooler. And I just love, I can't say this enough. I love that all these came in their own zipper pouches. So we got some more little confetti pieces. They are, and they're so cute. Like, I can't wait to die cut all this stuff out myself. So we got the, this one I did have to look up, Build a Sunday die. And then we got the Birthday Banter Sentiment set. And then there's something else. We have to find it, because this one I wasn't able to go through before. Oh, those are all the pieces. Okay, yeah, so that's what we got. So then we just got the Build a Sunday set, the sentiments, and then the little pieces to go on top of our Sunday. And of course, like I said, everything is all already die cut out for us. And, you know, it came with its own instructions, which is nice. Even our card bases were cut out for us, which was great. Oh, you guys don't want to see that. That's my hotel room. And then, was that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, so that was all the classes. So it was a good number of classes that we were able to do while we were there. And all the classes were included in the price, which made it nice. You didn't have to like pay extra to attend, you know, the class with Catherine Pooler. So let me show you what came in our swag bags. And then I'll show you what I picked up. I did not pick up a whole lot with this show, just because I had picked up quite a bit with Simon Says Stamp when I went to that one. So in our swag bags, I gotta move this stuff around. We got quite a few stamps and stuff. Now, like I said, I'm not organized. Let me tell you, when I got home, I barely unpacked anything. I just needed to make sure my kiddo was safe, which she is, she's very shaken up and just, you know, how car accidents go. Okay, I feel like I'm missing some things. This is what happens when you take it out of the bag. You should not ever take it out of the bag until you're ready to show it. There's that. So what was nice is the first time people there, we got this super cute sparkly lanyard with our pin. And then we all got, everybody did, whether you were a first timer or you had been there all 5 years. Now she's been doing this for 5 years. So this was my banner. This is my first time, my sash. So everybody got something, which I thought was really nice. I feel like nobody felt like excluded or left out. Everybody got something, which is really nice, especially your first time going, because I didn't really know what to expect because I'd never been there before. So in our grab bag, in our swag bag, we got this big layering stencil, it's a slimline layering stencil from the Crafters Workshop, and it's just this really super nice floral. So we got that. We got this stamp and die set from Gina K. So these are just sentiments, and then you have all the dies for the sentiments. We also got a nice little embellishment mix from Miss Gina K. We got this butterfly and the coordinating die. It says, "Let your dreams be your wings." And then we got this set from Catherine Pooler. Just one die. It's super cute though. Erin had gifted us. So the brushes were included in that. But she included one of her albums. So all the albums came with these really nice thick sheets. So I believe there's 6 of those. And then we got some zipper pouches. So I thought this was a really nice addition to the swag bag. And then we got, oh my gosh, I'm trying to do this so I don't shake my camera. Some Wow embossing powder and luxurious chocolate, which is super pretty too. Oh my gosh, I'm not even in the light. And then, of course, you can't forget Trinity. So we got some awesome embellishments from Trinity. So we have the funny bone, which none of their embellishments are. I love them all. I'm just, it's if you know me, you know that I love Trinity's and anything. Pink peppermint, and I love these. These are midnight ball. These are the like the little baubles. And then I feel like I am missing something from my swag bag, and I'm sure I'll find it when I'm not filming. But I will show you what I got, what I picked up on my own while I was there. So, of course, I had to shop at Pear Blossom Press because how can you not? And then I picked some stuff up from the Scrappy Shack. And I wanted to get some stuff from, oh my gosh. I'll think of the name in just a second. I can't think of it right this second. But there were a lot of good vendors there. It's a really nice experience. Where did I put that? Where? See, I have stuff all over the place, and I thought I had my life together, but apparently I do not. Because I did pick some stuff up from Amanda. Let me show you the inks that I got while I'm looking for this. So I finally got my hands on some Lisa Horton inks. Yes, thank you. I'm telling you, after this week, my brain is just completely mush. So I got 2 interference inks and then a metallic ink because those went like super quick. So I got the teal twist shimmer and the lavender field shimmer, and then I got Love Struck and the metallics. Now, if I can find my other stuff that I got. Now I do have one thing on order, and it's the oh my gosh. It's part of the Spellbinders Whimsical Houses, and I believe it's the cat and dog and the like the clouds and the sun and stuff. I didn't need the sentiment part of it because I have 10,000 sentiments. Not that having new sentiments is a bad thing, but it gotta be budget friendly at some point. Okay, let me move this stuff out of the way. I'm sorry if that's noisy. I can't wait to show you what I got from Amanda's shop because there was something there that I had never seen before. So I had to buy it because it's pretty awesome. It would be even more awesome if I could actually remember where I laid it. But that's what happens when you get... So this was, I'll show you, this was one of Amanda's make and takes, which of course you guys know I already have this set because I can't help it when it comes to Trinity stuff. Like I have to have it all. I have a feeling I just tossed this back here. So, I mean, overall, would I recommend going? Yeah, absolutely. Like I had a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of different people. it was a very nice experience. And I feel like somebody who likes to craft, not just make cards, but we with the gel printing and the making the photo, and I still can't remember that word, but it's fine. You know what I'm talking about. The mini album. That's what it was. Oh, okay. So, I found the rest of my swag bag stuff. I knew I had more. So, I'm going to pause on what I bought real quick because I knew I had more swag bag stuff. I just couldn't remember where I put it. So, we also got in our swag bags 3D foam squares. We got this embossing folder from Pink and Maine, which you can't ever have too many embossing folders. There's so many. And then we got this bold peony stencil, which is really pretty. I'm going to try to bring this up to the camera a little bit more. Oh, not very. And then picket fence. That's what it was. Picket fence. We got a really nice slimline cloud set. Okay, this is the stuff that I bought. See, I need to stop setting stuff down where I don't know where it's at. Now, we got this huge stamp set from Colorado Craft Company. Like, that's pretty awesome. I feel like in a swag bag. So we got the wedding. It was just, I gotta look and see what the name of it is. Happily Ever After. And it's got all these super cute little mice at the bottom and with their little wedding ceremony. Like, this is the perfect wedding card. Or stamp set, I should say. So yeah, that was in all of that. That was all of our swag bag stuff. Now that I found it all. Yes, you have to try the gel printing because it is a lot of fun. And there's so many different mediums that you can use for gel printing. You don't just have to use paint. So you could use your alcohol inks, your ink pads. I mean, just about anything you can use on your gel prints. So what I bought from the show, okay, you've seen that I got the ink pads. Let me do this one first. So I also got these little rub-ons from Spellbinders, which I've never really had a thing for the rub-ons, but I mean, I'm a Halloween girly at heart, so I had to have the what is this one called? Stay Spooky rub-ons. I thought these were adorable. So that's what I got. I got that and the inks and then the add-on for that Spellbinders, the house die set at the show. And then from Amanda, I mean, of course I got my Halo lights and this is the combo pack. So I, had to get these. But the most exciting thing, not that her lights aren't exciting, is this holographic paper. Now, I had never seen this before. She had it at the show, and it is transparent, okay? But it's holographic. So you could ink blend on something, lay this on over top of it. You can see I've already taken a chunk out of it. I'm going to cut it and show you. Just another little square. And it's nice because on the back, it has like where you can cut your squares and you can see through it. So you don't necessarily even have to turn it over. I'm just going to cut a little piece and you just peel it back just like you would your double-sided adhesive. Oh my gosh, these people at the park. Okay, fingers, work with me. This is really easy to do when you're not on camera doing it. Okay, I'm going to pull it away from the camera for a second so I can do it. There we go. Okay, so it is transparent. So you could lay this literally on anything and you will still get that holographic look without having to use your oh my gosh, what is it? Your foiling machine. And it's like I said, it's completely transparent. So you can lay this on anything. Like, I can't wait to ink blend and lay this over top of some of my ink blended images. So this is called our holographic. These are holographic transparent sticker sheets. So you get 4 designs of 5. So we have this one here with the little stars. One that is completely just a holographic sheet. Like, there's nothing on it, so you can pretty much lay it on anything. You have ones that look like shards of glass, which I love these. And then you have these teeny tiny little rainbow little circles. And like I said, they're all transparent. So any one of these you could put on either cardstock, you can ink blend and put this on over top of it, and it will show through. So if you like foiling without having to mess with the foiling, these are perfect. And she's got them priced so nicely. So yeah, you can see I got you back because I had to have them. So that was all that I got from the retreat. Like I said, I got to meet a bunch of different people. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of great classes. And some of the classes we had made shakers, with the pretty pink posh. And then the gel printing was probably everybody's favorite class. And I really enjoy seeing people like that aha moment where they're like, I didn't think I could do this. And then they do it and they're like, why didn't I do this before? So yeah, I think that's what, and if I find anything else, because I got home and just kind of went through all of my bags because I overpack. Not only am I an overadhesive, but I am an overpacker. So I had a lot of stuff to bring home, and that is not a bad thing whatsoever. So if you've not checked out Erin's store, it is My Pretty Things. She carries a lot of different dyes, embellishments, stuff like that. And I mean, this is a really great haul. Like, I was happy to have like surprise classes where I didn't know what I was walking into, because then that makes you think outside of the box. You walk in and you're like, okay, well, this is going to be, you already know your classes ahead of time. So it might not be something that you would normally do. So not knowing ahead of time is great because it makes you think outside of your box. It does not, oh, hey, Marianne. Oh, it's okay. I was just going through all my stuff from the craft retreat. It was a lot of fun until my daughter got into a car accident and we left early. So thankfully, it's only an 8-hour drive from Ohio to Tennessee. So it wasn't like terrible. And yeah, she is okay. She's a little traumatized. But I was just talking about Amanda's holographic transparent sheets that I am now obsessed with and need about 13,000 of them. Yeah, she's good. She's like, her car's totaled, but she's banged up. And we'll have to do some a couple doctor's appointments just to triple check everything. So yeah, I panicked. She called us hysterical Friday night, and we were an hour behind. So it was 10 o'clock our time that she had called, and my poor husband could not understand what she was saying because of how hard she was crying. So thankfully, my mother-in-law and my middle daughter was able to go because they took her by squad to get her, they do just their normal routine stuff. Oh my gosh, this door. Yeah, took her to do like the normal like CAT scan, X-ray stuff like that, but we'll have to do some other appointments because she did lose consciousness twice. No, it's transparent, ma'am. Look at this. I pulled it off the sheet. Let me see. There we go. And it is completely transparent. All the sheets are transparent. It's pretty awesome. I told Amanda I needed all of them. So, yeah, that's the first time I seen them was at the show. So I have a feeling these are going to be like a huge hit because a lot of people like the look of foiling and stuff like that, but don't like the steps to get there. And this is so easy. Like, as she said that we could ink blend and lay that over top of it. I know. I said it because I asked her, I'm like, what's the difference? And she's like, you just need them. And I said, okay, put them in my cart. But yeah, she said you can ink blend over top of that, or ink blend an image and then lay it over top. So then, one, it saves your ink blending, so you're not going to get little smudge marks everywhere, and it gives you the holographic look. Okay, did you see all 5 of them or 4 of them? I don't know if I. So there's one. This one's a little. They're just like little dots, and then there are. I like to call these shards of glass. And then we have one that is just completely, there's nothing on it. And then this one has the little stars on it. So yeah, she said she just got them in when I was there. So I told her I needed it all. But yeah, so they took her because she was under 18. They had to take her by squad to the hospital and get everything checked out. But she did go unconscious twice. And so we need to, follow up with some like the neurologist and make sure that everything is okay. The airbags did deploy, so I'm sure that's part of it. So we did. I had to cut my trip a day short, which is fine. I'll do anything for my kids. They're always my number one priority, no matter how old they are. Yeah, tell me about it. When I seen it there, I'm like, oh my gosh, please just put them all in my cart. But I couldn't be selfish. I had to just get a couple. So yeah, but it was a really, really fun retreat. Like, I would recommend anybody going to this because all the classes were a surprise. You had no idea which class you were going to or what you were getting in your little zipper pouches. And it was a lot of fun. Like, I'm really glad that she does it that way because then, you're not missing anything. Or even if it's something that you do all the time, I do shakers all the time. And there was a pretty pink posh shaker, but I still wanted to take that class. I was so happy that I was there to be able to take that class because then I can some of the other people on me as well. I try to stay undercover so people don't know, what exactly I could do. But it's nice to help have somebody like I said, have that aha moment and they get to experience something that they might have never tried before. Or might have skipped the class because it wasn't in their wheelhouse. Like, I don't know. It was a lot of fun and I would recommend checking her out in Nashville because it was a lot of fun. There were great vendors there. And everybody was just amazing. Even Erin, I mean, she talked to everybody. So overall, it was a great experience and I would totally go back again next year. Hopefully with no incidents because it put me behind a little bit on some things. But, like I said, my kids will always come first no matter what. So as long as she is happy, healthy, and doing good, that's all I care about. But yeah, so we got a lot of awesome things. Like I said, some of these things they just released the greetery stuff, the little, oh my gosh, seahorse. So we got that, and then the little house, the whimsical house. Yeah, whimsical houses. I can't wait to play with these. And then the stuff from Catherine Pooler. So it was a lot. It was really fun, and we got stuff from Gina K. And like none of the stuff has been like I guess pre-released. I can't wait to play with this. The little. Oh yeah, I'm so glad that she was selling out all kinds of stuff. I'm so glad that she did. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. I would totally do it again. And who knows about sponsors next year? Like, everybody was so great. They did a silent auction, and then all of us, we got for every day that we like participated, we got these little tickets, and then she would draw for prizes. So of course, my little salty self was I missed the last day of drawing prizes. but I never win anything anyways. It's just I'm happy for the experience. Oh, here's a little um breedery. What? Oh my gosh. Not a starfish. What is wrong with me? Yeah, my words just too many things have been going on. Seahorse. Oh my gosh. This was the little seahorse that we made. So when you open it, you see his little belly. And then they can take the little thing off and keep it open all the time. And then, all of our embellishments and stuff. But yeah, this just released on the 29th, I believe. So we had it before it actually released. Yes, seahorse. I know. My brain is like mush right now, trying to keep up with all this stuff. It is terrible. But yeah, if you've never been to it, like I definitely would check it out. This was my first time going, and I was pleasantly surprised, just because you never know like how things are gonna go, and I'm not always a people person. I tend to like hide in the background a little bit. So, but yeah, it was a ton of fun. I got to meet, like I said, like I got to meet a lot of different people. And everybody was super friendly. Like there was no bad parts of it. I mean, she made sure that we got snacks in between. And let me tell you, they had some good popcorn. I know it's popcorn, but they had Oreo and some other different kind, and it was delicious. And I am not a popcorn eater, but oh my God, I had to take some up to my husband because he drove us, he drove me there. So of course I had to, bring him a little snack while I was there. But it was so good. So I would say overall the experience was great. And I would honestly, if you know me, I'm pretty transparent. Have fun, Marianne. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal. But yeah, it really was a lot of fun, and I truly enjoyed myself. And I would definitely recommend this to anybody, whether you're a seasoned crafter or you're just getting started, or maybe you don't make cards, but you make, other crafts. There's something there for everybody. So I really appreciate it. And like I said, Erin was so sweet. She gave me my the last class stuff before I had to leave to come home. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So if you have not checked it out, I believe I don't know if she's got the dates yet for next year, but it was nice because everything was in the same hotel that they had, and it wasn't super expensive. It was all very reasonable. So, and then her silent auction, whatever they made in the silent auction, she donated to, I believe it's Dolly Parton's Books for Kids program. So, it's not just about making stuff. It's also about giving back and, enjoying the time with everybody. But yeah, so it was a blast. Like apparently Amanda's out of the paper, so that's okay. Just keep an eye out for that because I will be using a lot of it. So you may get a card from me with it on there. So I'm going to try to go live again now that I'm back home and I can get things situated and figure out what doctor's appointments my daughter needs. I'm still going to try to stay with my lives on Sundays and Thursdays, I believe. Or maybe it's Tuesday. I have to look at my schedule again. Because like I said, my brain is just fried. Yeah, it's so nice. Like I think last year they did the canine. What is it? The canine. Okay, yeah, good. It was some canine vest program where they donated to get the canine vests for the dogs. So she does that like every year. But this year she did the book program, which I thought was really nice. And they made a substantial amount to be able to donate to that charity, which is phenomenal. So I'm going to, let's see, how long have I been up here for a while? Thank you. Yeah, I hope everything goes smoothly with that, just to be, as a mom, you kind of get a little overprotective. And she's my youngest, so it just, It's just hard when you don't know what to expect, and then when the unexpected happens, you kind of like, oh, really? That's awesome, Kalinda. Yeah, that was her big fundraiser for this year. Fundraiser, but the big thing for this year with the silent auction was that they all the money that was raised went for um the books to Dolly Parton, which I thought was really great because kids need it. They need it. And anything you can do to get the kids to read is, it's a great thing. Because a lot of times now they're just all on computers and everything else. So, well, stay tuned, everybody, for my next live. I'm going to try to do one, like I said, this week. I need to check out the appointments and stuff, but I will post it on my crafty page on Facebook. If you haven't seen my crafty page, I'm going to try to link all this stuff after the live. I tried to do it beforehand, but it just was not cooperating. So I will link all my socials there. And I am going to do, I think my next live, I'm going to do all the cards from the retreat where I'll sit and make them and go through the instructions and stuff. And if you have some of the same stuff or have something similar, I would love for you guys to craft along with me. I know my lives have been slacking just a little bit, but we've been kind of busy around here. Life is life, and that's just kind of what happens. So I will make sure that I have everything posted. And if you haven't subscribed or liked the video, feel free. I mean, if you don't want to, I will not be offended by any means. So, all right, I guess until the next live, I will see you guys all later. Thank you guys all so much for joining me. And I can't wait to get creating with all my new goodies. Have a great rest of your week, guys.